Hello. I work in a department of innovation at Renault Design, and we are in charge of new concepts. So I will tell you today about additive manufacturing, how we use it in our process. Yes? Okay. So first, I will tell you about concept cars, because they are single models, and we have different needs than for the range. Second part for the competition, and R&D, how we try to transform for another lineup. Where? So, concept cars. So I selected some concept cars of last 5 years. The last one is Symbiose. So you just have to know that for concept cars in automotive at Renault, we don't use a lot of additive manufacturing. We use only for precise, detailed things, but it's mostly plastic parts. So we have an example there for this detail to scale the temperature. But other parts inside the car are not additive manufacturing, even for metallic parts. Everything is machined because the aspect is better and the cost less. So that is another part of Symbiose. This is additive manufacturing metal. And plastic. The center of the wheel is a small part FDM, plastic, and the metal is the lines like rubbers. We have Twin Z, which is another concept car inspired by Wrocław Grove. This is the blue one, and he experiment by this concept car a lot of parametric design. Look at the wheels and the front of the car. Then you can see the model. So, sintering mostly, and SLA. Then, of course, we have to polish everything and to paint it. Then another concept car, RS 2027 Vision for Formula One. This is a good example for additive manufacturing in the cockpit area. Just have a look. This is the honeycomb and the parts we did to build this car. So that is, you can have some pictures of the steering wheel, which is always made by additive manufacturing too. So you can observe here FDM piece, FDM part, and Polyjet one up for the steering wheel. And to finish on this concept, I will show you the this part on the wheel, the center of the wheel, which is a cast. Here is the detail. So it's a cast with a sand mold. And another part of this concept car is a transmission. This is a transmission part made by FDM. So we have many, many parts for RS Vision in additive manufacturing. Now we will see competition with Renault Sport Racing. Everyone knows that engine, Energy F1. So you can see some additive parts, which are those ones you will see. Yeah, those ones. So an exhaust mounting of flange made in metal, Inconel, by SLM technology. I have another example in another area that you will see there. Down. An oil pipe to link the turbo and the powertrain, which is in titan. And now, to resume, in the power units, we have dozen additive manufacturing parts, mostly plastic parts than metal parts. And to finish, we will see how we use additive manufacturing to input some things to our lineups. So that are some technical parts to guide the electric ways in some model. So rapid prototyping. Then we can see a concept. No. So initial concept Paris, we test design, steel stick design on the wheel and on the calendar. So just look the additive manufacturing up, then the result on the model, and at the end I show you for Scenic for the lineup. So that is our lineup. Of course, that are plastic parts, but not additive manufacturing parts for the lineup. Additive manufacturing is only for air-ready now, for this example. Of course, we make lots of concepts to prove if the customer would be interested by some concept. This is Z Alpine, racing car. This is SLA, a part of SLA. Then for the lineup, after the test, we launched the Alpine that you know. Then I will speak about EOLab, which is a concept of very low emission of CO2. Just an example for this part. There are not a lot of additive manufacturing of this in this concept, but you can see how it exists with other technologies. with the picture up. And in the interior too, we have lots of additive manufacturing, polymer. Here, you will see the pictures then here. Oh, sorry. So, okay, you've seen frittage, sintering, and SLA for the steering wheel. Then I will tell you about a really nice project, which is a technical project of tooling in the industry, in our manufacturing. So I have some samples. I will show you. So the project is to improve the production. About machining brake disc. So here you see in the manufacture the tools to machine the brake disc. Do you see the brake disc? You need three jaws like that. It turns, and with the tool, of course, we machine. So that is the oldest one, old design. This one. And people of innovation, Pascal Giraud at Renault, made work with plastic in EPC, and for validation the SMW. They worked with OptiStruct to obtain new design. So you can observe that the first part is less good than the second one, better conceived. And you suppress one screw with the new design. Then in this example, you have, of course, the 3D printing step, maraging, acier, steering wheel, with really thin powder, about 10 microns. And after, they suppress, of course, the supports. So that is a project of optimization. Before, by machining, the jaws were heavy, and the unballasting measured was really high. And after, with additive manufacturing and optimization process, you earn 47% of the weight. Of course, the unballasting is better. 8 measured, but with simulation, it was 6. 6 simulated for additive manufacturing jaw, but the reality is 8. And at the end, those jaws, actually in test, till 3-4 months, are better than the oldest one for the production. But cost is expensive, a bit less, really expensive, of course. And you need to machine this for functional areas. You cannot use it directly after the 3D printing. So here you see the brake disc without any machining. The second one, the brake disc on the machine, but it is machined. And that is the tool, the complete tool. Conclusion, we can use by different ways additive manufacturing in our process. It depends on what we work. If it is concept cars, cost is not a problem, so it's okay. But white, there is no problem too. But if you, concerning product lineup, the technology actually is not mature. As you can see, costs are a very, very big problem, and run at rate too. Because we have cycles in the manufacture, and it's impossible to adjust it with additive manufacturing process. But for competition and for tooling, additive manufacturing actually is really nice. And what we would like, what we wish for the future would be that the sourcing of powders for metal or plastic, whatever, would be dissociated than machine manufacturer to permit to decrease the cost and to put better stability of material analysis. Thank you.